Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Thomas Reacts to Your Aquariums. This is episode 17. So as you can tell, we've had a lot of people send in their photos. We are getting through them slowly but surely.
It's a stack.
It is a stack.
It is a very exciting stack.
Yes, indeed. So thank you to everyone who sent the photos in. Thomas has never seen any of what he's about to see. He's never seen them before. So it's all fresh to his eyes. And he'll give you his honest feedback on each of your setups. So I guess with that said, just jump in.
Let's do this.
All right. This next one is from William.
Haha, William.
William says,
"Wow!
I have been in the hobby for 3 months.
Wow!
This is my second tank.
Nice.
I have the bug.
No kidding.
Thanks for your vids from England."
Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Very impressive for somebody who's been in the hobby for not even a year.
Not even half a year.
Yeah, like
second tank.
First off, I don't know what your first tank looked like, but if it was anything like this tank, you're doing awesome. Your selection of plants is like, this is obviously geared to be a low-tech system. Your selection of plants is great, especially for beginners. I'm sure you've done a bunch of research before you set this up. Your aquascape is quite nice. You've planted the plants in a way that is very pleasing to the eye. I love how you used the Anubias in the far right-hand corner of the tank, right beside the moss and below the outstretched Java fern. It's a really nice tank. It's obviously got a lot of growth that it can still go through. It's still a new aquarium. You haven't overstocked the living daylights out of it with fish. I can see that there are fish in there, but basically just barely. So you've got a lot of swimming space for them, a lot of water volume for them. You shouldn't be experiencing any kind of ammonia spikes or anything like that. I'm so excited for you. I even like the tank stand and the trim like color. Like it all looks quite nice together. For somebody who's so new to the hobby, this is very impressive to see. I'm really excited for you. You are going to excel in this hobby if this is your second tank.
I want to see like their 8th, 9th, 10th tank. You know what I mean? Like what they learn and how they apply it.
Yeah. I love the substrate you chose as well. Like it's all together. This is just going to be a really nice system. I don't know if you're planning to do like a dwarf baby tiers or any kind of carpeting in the front. Obviously, you'd have to switch to a high-tech for that. But I'm really impressed. You could also just do Java or Vesicularia or Taxiphyllum type mosses as a carpet as well if you wanted to. You could just kind of lay it on the bottom. But man, you are off to a fantastic start.
Yeah, really well done.
I don't even really have any suggestions for you. It looks like you've got it all under control.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, well, thanks.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the rest of your tanks, and I can't wait to see this one in the future. So when this one is grown in more, which it might be already, because I know these reacts don't come out like breakneck speed for most people. So send an update to us. Just put update in the subject line and then your name and the tank. And I would love to see this again. Yeah, good work. Cool. Awesome. What a way to start the show.
Indeed. All right. Well, moving on. We're going to move on to our next submission. Thank you so much, William. Next submission is from Joseph. Now, he sent a couple photos. One is a before and one is an after.
Oh, that's cool.
And he has a pretty good write-up on it. So let's have a look. So that's his tank. That's the before. He says, my name is Joseph. I started the aquarium hobby 4 years ago. I recently changed my 45-gallon setup, and I'm really happy about the result. I changed lighting system to current USA 36 Plus Pro.
Good call. That's a great light.
Added the Eheim surface skimmer.
Good call. That's a great surface skimmer.
And used fluorite black sand.
That's an awesome sand. Good call on the sand.
I fertilize it with...
Who gave you this information?
Well, he watches our Q&As too, so that's awesome. I fertilize it with Flourish Excel every day.
Nice.
And all Seachem family fresh water fertilizers as recommended. All plants are Tropica, 1.2 point grow. 1-2 grow?
Yes, 1-2 grow.
Okay,
so those are like starter cultures.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
In gel.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a different way of doing it. They're very sterile. They don't come with pests. It's like guaranteed to be clean. It's
sweet.
It's a good way to do it.
Awesome.
They're a little pricier, but good call. Anyways, keep going.
Light is on for 10 hours per day. Everything looks healthy. First and last pictures are only 55 days apart. And you can see how fast they grow. So let's see the result.
I can't wait to see this.
Wha-bam!
Whoa! Whoa, buddy! Nice!
That came along nicely.
Yeah, I guess I don't need to give you any advice, really, because You got this.
Let's cycle back again.
That's bananas.
That's pretty crazy.
Half of the stones you can't even see anymore. They're just gone.
Wow.
Wow, man.
I love that. Like the
moss is amazing. It looks like it might be a flame moss or something like that. Anyways, moss grows very fast. Moss takes very quickly. It's very easy, but it is also one of the most impressive things because it's like so quickly takes off. I wouldn't even be surprised if that has already been trimmed before. And this is just like, it has grown from being trimmed already. And I love the ring of the, I'm pretty sure it's just red Ludwigia at the bottom around the base of the tree.
Right,
and Ludwigia. And like, your selection of plants was really good. I love that you've incorporated one of the, like your red plant, you've incorporated pieces of it in multiple spots in the tank. So it kind of grows throughout the aquarium. It makes it more cohesive. It's a really fun tank. This is a really fun planted tank. You're doing a really great job. You've got good equipment on there. I love that you put some extra circulation in the form of like a wave maker style power head. You've got a canister filter on there. You got this. I don't even know what else to say. This is two tanks in a row where I'm like, I really don't got anything for you in terms of improvements. You're doing good.
They just wanted to blow your socks off.
Yeah, the results speak for themselves. No, it makes me really happy to see this, especially knowing that, like, for instance, you watch our videos and we inspire you and help you. Like, that's what does it for me in this hobby. I really love kind of spreading the joy and spreading the knowledge and watching other people succeed. It's incredible. Thank you for sending this tank in. It looks really great.
Yeah.
I love the before and after.
The difference is bananas.
If you don't have compressed CO2 and you're just dosing Excel and the whole range of CCAM fertilizers, and you've done that well with, it looks like dwarf baby tears, without like a compressed CO2 system, that in itself is a testament to how well you're doing. It's actually quite incredible. Most people have a very hard time doing that. So congratulations.
Now what's he got going up in this corner here in the second one? Is that like a little
It looks like a little breeder box that he's maybe perhaps taken some of the like moss clippings and stuff that I was talking about earlier and just moved it in there so he can sell it or give it away to friends, or maybe it's a breeding box and he's got some like fry in there or something.
Gotcha, okay.
And he just put plants in to give them a place to feel comfy. I'm not entirely sure. But.
Cool. Well, awesome. Well, wow. Well done. Thank you so much for sending that in. You blew his socks off. Yep.
I'm not wearing socks anymore.
Wow.
They're under the camera. They shot across the room.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. With that said, we'll move on to our next submission. This one is from Ryan. And he says,
nice.
I'm loving you guys reacting to viewers' aquarium, so I thought I'd show off mine.
I like it.
It's only a 10-gallon, but it has a full family inside. It's home to 2 Corys, 2 black Kawili, I don't know, Kawili, I'll say. 2 glow light tetras, 3 black neon tetras, 4 Harlequin rasboras, an Otto, and an African dwarf frog.
That's a lot of stock for this little tank, but it doesn't look to be completely overrun with fish, so I'm not too worried about it. You've also got some live plants in there, which will act very nicely as a nutrient sink. This, again, is one of those tanks that, for whatever reason, just makes me happy. I get a kick out of theme tanks. I love the skull. I love the little treasure trove kind of ornaments you've got going on there too. One of them looks like a volcano with lava, perhaps. I love the tree of wisdom, like the stump with the mustache. And I love the giant shark in the background, Bruce in the background.
Yeah.
It's just cute. It's cute. It's fun. Yeah. I dig it. It's a fun little tank.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's like you got everything laid out well, and it looks like Bruce is just barely peeking through the plants at these fish. Like, I'm gonna eat these. I'm gonna get you. If this tree ever moves out of the way, you done.
Yeah, this tank is like all fun, huh?
It is. Yeah, it's lots of fun. Marimal moss ball. I really do like when people incorporate live plants into these kinds of setups too, because I don't think you have to go plastic plants. There is some plastic in there, which brings the flair, the color, and the weird shape. It's kind of like a split palm leaf, right? In a ridiculous orange and yellow that you really just aren't going to really find in an aquatic plant like that. But It's fun. It's really fun, and I can sincerely appreciate that.
Yeah, and there's the frog.
Ah! African dwarf frogs are a lot of fun. I like them a lot. That's probably why you have the aquarium water just down a little bit. Sometimes they go to the surface, take a gulp of water. Or a gulp of air. I can speak. Yeah, they pop to the surface and then go back down to the bottom quite often during the day. So having that little bit of a gap is a little bit better because it provides more space for actual oxygen at the top of the tank.
Cool.
Good. I like it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ryan. Appreciate that. Next up, we have another video submission from this one from Andres. With the subject line of "We are beginners." And what I like about this one, let me see, is I believe when we play this.
Yes!
I believe when we play this, here, let me see if you recognize this. Let's play this and have a listen.
They do appreciate some colder water, which will have higher oxygen levels. You go for bonus points, aren't you?
Playing one of our videos in the background.
That's hilarious. Nice how meta.
Yeah, nice touch. Appreciate that, Andres.
But, I dig it.
This is his tank.
I like it. It's really cute. It's like SpongeBob's house nestled in the plants. I love the plants, the plastic plants you chose. They are really bright and fun. They go really well with the yellow and yellow pineapple with the green pineapple top. I love that it's offset from the other side of the tank, which has just a sunken ship in it. Like, you swim around out of your house for a bit and you eventually get to the sunken ship and you chill there for a while. I like it. It's a lot of fun. Again, these little theme tanks like get me as much as, a really, in a different way as a really nice like reef tank or planet tank. I find them fun. Maybe it's when you're in the hobby for so long, you go one of two ways. You either become an elitist where you're like, it must be a nature aquarium or it doesn't count. Or you do what I do and you just go, I want to see every tank, everything, every style. I want to see it done a million different ways because I've already seen so much that I like seeing the variety.
How about the selection of fish in here?
Selection of fish is pretty great. There's a lot of fish. It looks like we've got some feeders in there, some rosy red minnows, which is hilarious. They're very inexpensive fish, but for somebody who wants like a cute little schooling fish that's very hardy otherwise, I think rosy reds are a great option. Gravel and Cory cats don't always get along the best because they have little barbells and they like to forage in sand. But if they are eating and doing well, you don't have to add that sand. If you do add a little sandy bar for them, they will appreciate it. The guppies are an easy and good choice. Same with the other libraries in there. It looks like platies perhaps. There's a decent amount of fish in the tank, but as long as you're keeping up with your water changes and your tests, that should be fine. Just keep an eye on the breeding. If you do get a lot of breeding going on, you may want to. I don't really see any. That could be a female guppy. But yeah, if you get a lot of breeding, you'll just have to start separating the baby so you don't really go over on your bio load. But yeah.
Could you maybe move some of these guys over behind here to hide them better? Or I mean, they seem like they're just kind of plopped right in the middle of the
They are a little bit. I think one thing that I actually don't mind about what they've done is that they've put it on the part of the background with the most blue, and the blue's relatively dark. I wouldn't necessarily want to put the filter intake
behind all the...
Well, they'd have to actually move the plants to the other side because the filter, if you see the cascading part of the filter,
right? Yeah,
if they push that all the way to the corner, then that is still going to be sitting like kind of just past the plant, the intake stem.
Yep.
But you don't want the plants to get sucked against the intake stem and prevent things growing in there. So it's a little bit better that they have it kind of centralized in the aquarium.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's also pushing the flow coming out kind of around, and they have the heater obviously right beside the intake of the filter so that it's distributing the heat well.
Okay. Well, then good. Yeah. Awesome.
If anything, I'd move it behind the ship rather than behind the plants.
Okay.
Because then it's visually blocked perhaps a little bit more, but I see what they're doing. I think they probably position it there just to get as much of that flow to spread to both ends of the aquarium.
Now, is this ship supposed to be releasing bubbles or something? Because I see some airline tubing coming down.
Perhaps there should be bubbles, and there aren't currently. Huh. I cannot
confirm or deny
that. I would speculate that they're, if it's not under the ship, it's perhaps behind it. But why aren't the bubbles on? I want to see the bubbles.
But yeah, another fun little tank.
Yeah, thermometer in there. Good to see.
Cool. All right, well, we'll quickly move on then to our last one of the episode here. This next one is from Vondrak. And Vondrak says,
whoa!
he says,
what is this episode all about? Every one of these tanks is making me feel all fangirly.
My first ever low-tech planted tank. I want to hear some comments so I can improve. Substrate at the back is fluorite dark. Silica sand at front with a little layer of fluorite underneath. Plants are just hair grasses and ferns. Fishes are harlequins, guppies, and bumblebees. Thanks, boys. More power.
I really love the filter you've used on this video because those plants should be green and these fish's colors are a little odd. But the filter that you used on this footage is really making the rockwork and the driftwood and the whole vibe of the tank feel very subdued and kind of black water. But yeah, I hope the plants aren't actually that yellow. I don't suppose they probably are. They look like they're doing well. Otherwise, I don't see like a lot of algae or anything. The fish all look happy and their color's a little weird too. So I'm assuming it's a filter. That said, your aquascape rocks.
Yeah.
Pun intended. I love the rockwork on this aquascape. I love it. It looks really good. The driftwood is a great piece of driftwood. The placement on it, like physically in the tank, is fine. Probably not my favorite piece of driftwood for this particular scape. I think there are some other pieces that maybe would have curved a little bit more that could have looked a little bit better and come around the other side of the tank a little bit more for you. But that said, it still looks incredible. And when all of that grows in, it's going to look really good. It already looks really good. And I also love the bumblebee goby you've got in there. It's cute. It's really cute.
Yeah, awesome.
Good menagerie of fish. It's just, oh, wow. This has been an episode.
Yeah. Wow.
I've been serious. It's like,
you guys are impressing this guy. Yeah. Awesome job. Well, thank you guys so much for sending in all these submissions. We do really, really appreciate it. It makes his day. We really, really love these. If you are watching this React series for the first time and you want to send in your photo, check the description for details on how to do that. You just email them straight to me, then I show them to this guy, and then we react, and then you're on our channel. So it's a lot of fun. If you haven't subscribed already, we recommend highly that you do it.
Please,
because we have a ton of excellent content that we put out, educational videos, number one, but also
we do builds, we do all kinds of fun stuff. And first and foremost, like my favorite thing to do and why we do this is to bring the hobby to you guys and to enjoy it with you guys. So subbing up just brings you along for the ride and gives us more motivation to keep plugging away at this.
Yeah. So again, thanks to everyone who sent in their submissions. Thanks to everyone who was going to. And I guess there's not much else to say except
you gotta keep on tanking with all this crazy awesome.